Water is life. It is the lifeblood of our farm, essential for every plant, animal, and person at Finca Amaviora. In today's episode, we're tackling our first major project, restoring an old well, installing a brand new pump, setting up a cistern, and automating the entire system to ensure a reliable water supply for years to come. This is where the real work begins. Let's dive in.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Beth.
Two Americans that have purchased a small farm in El Salvador.
Welcome to Finca Amaviora, 35 acres of farmland in Santo Tomas, El Salvador.
So I want to give an overview of this entire well project. This is the first major project that we've had at the finca. And behind me you can see the pump house. So this is where the well is for the property. This is what we'll be using for drinking water. And the well was already in place when we purchased the finca. And the well is 55 meters to the top of the water table. So this is how high the water goes in the well. So 55 meters, and then there's probably another probably 5 meters or so of water in the well. So this well was more than likely dug by hand. So there were guys that were in there digging that thing more than 150 feet deep. And then that was all raised up more than likely with ropes and buckets to take the material out of the well. And then the interior walls of the well were lined with bricks. And so as you can imagine, it's a lot of manual labor. But the good news is we've cleaned out the well and it's producing about 4 gallons a minute now. The water is nice and clear when it comes out, nice and cold. So this is going to be a really great source for the drinking water for the entire farm.
One of the first tasks that the crew did was to dig several hundred meters of trenches for the water lines to be installed in. The first step in restoring the well was to clear out years of accumulated debris. This involved agitating the water to clean the walls, pumping out the murky water, disinfecting the well, and then another couple of rounds of filling and emptying the well to rinse. This was a lot of manual labor, but it gave me a chance to understand how the well can perform. The team also inspected the walls to ensure the well is structurally sound. Now that the well is cleaned and inspected, it's time to remove the old water pipes and pump. The old pump that we removed was very large and high quality. It looks like it stopped working because it became clogged with sediment. The plan is to refurbish this pump and use it for a future project. You
can see this is the well house just down here. These are the old galvanized pipes that were with the old pump that that the guys pulled out this morning, and then we're replacing the pipes and replacing the pump. So a lot of work going on, actually getting the new stuff put in place. What's going on here with the cistern and the base. This base is probably, I'm guessing, 4 to 5 feet tall and probably a 6-foot diameter. So that was a lot of concrete that was poured whenever this was built. And then the cistern itself is 2,500. A plastic tank, which was not something that we really wanted to do, but there's just not a lot of good options. This tank type is designed specifically for drinking water. It's black to keep the light out, help to keep any kind of algae growth down, and then it's also antibacterial. So very useful for water tanks. On this side, you can see there's another line that we've installed as part of the installation. This is part for the float, so that we can tell when the tank is full. It'll send a signal back to the pump house to turn the pump off. Part of the work that we did for the new well included the new control system for the electricals. So new power switches, new sensors, new everything. And so that is all stored in this dry room here. a little dark in here. I'm not sure how the video is going to come out, but here over in the corner is the new system. So this new box is new. This is the automatic control. It is the part that we have the signals coming in from both the bottom of the well to know if the well water is running dry, and then we have a sensor also in the tank at the top of the hill that'll tell us when the tank is full, so the pump will shut off then as well. New control box here where the power comes in, and then this is all the old stuff. The next step on this building is we're going to replace the roof. We had to cut a hole in the top here to pull out the old pump and the old piping, and it had to go through the roof there. So they had cut a hole, but now that is going to leak. The problem is that's obviously right over the well, and we're working really hard to keep anything out of this drinking water well that shouldn't be there. And so this cover is, in terms of the next steps for this project, the cover is going to be painted on both sides. As part of that work, all of the metal in here is going to be rubbed down, cleaned up, going to be painted with rust inhibiting paint. And then we're going to put a new roof on this with a door that's intended to be opened for whenever we need to manage and maintain the well.
So we're going to go and flip the float up so that we see if it cuts the pump off like it's designed to do. This will be the first time we're cycling through the pump.
Bueno.
Perfecto.
¿Lo tenés en auto?
Está en alto.
¿Lo tenés en auto?
Apagó, dice.
Bueno, voy por abajo, voy a encender otra vez. Voy a subir de nuevo.
Cuando llene, va a estar así apagado,
Sí,
¿verdad?
sí.
Cuando llene. Es como quien dice que ahorita ya está lleno, ¿verdad? Pero como ha subido él la boya, entonces...
Ahorita la voy a bajar y vamos a simular que necesitamos agua.
Ajá.
Sí.
Bueno.
As we walk along the side of the house here, we're coming to some of the work that we're starting to finish up, which is exciting to see progress. And right here, you can see the new water tank that's in and the new structure underneath it. So this water tank is connected into the cistern that's at the top of the hill. This one is specifically for drinking water for the house. And so
We're just getting started, and we can't wait to share every step of this adventure with you. Like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our new videos. Post your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time at Finca Amaviora.